Thank you. Policy meeting to order. First, we have an intro. Yes, introduction.
Mayor, City Council, Officer Word. This is introducing one of our newest hires. Evan Ware came to us from, he's originally from Ohio. And ended up in Kansas, moved to Missouri. He is spent 6 years in the National Guard. We stole him from the Johnson County Sheriff's Office, so he's already state certified, which is awesome. So after his 14 weeks, he will be out on his own, which is a huge asset to us. Get him out on the street as soon as possible. He currently lives in Parker, Kansas with his wife, and he's got 2 kids and 1 on the way, so 2.5. And he moved Parker to farm and get into that. So we are happy to have him. Going to be a great asset to us. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Employee Service Awards.
So tonight we gather to honor the unwavering dedication and service of the employees of the city of Paola. These individuals, through their hard work and commitment, have not only sustained but also enriched our community. From maintaining our parks and infrastructure to ensuring public safety and providing essential services, their contributions are the backbone of our city's success. The dedication often goes unnoticed, but tonight we take a moment to recognize and celebrate their invaluable efforts. Let us extend our heartfelt gratitude and appreciation to these remarkable individuals who work tirelessly to make Paola a better place for all. So we'll start with 5 years. We have Mitch Gabbard. Firefighter Jacob Hinman. Firefighter Billy Sanders. Firefighter Jacob Maynard. Okay, now for tenure, we all firefighter Eric Farnham. 15-year is Chief Corbin. And we also have 15 years, Stephanie Marler. And also celebrating tonight a remarkable milestone is Dennis Simmons' 50 years of dedicated service to the Paola Fire Department. Over the past 5 decades, Dennis has been a pillar of strength, providing invaluable leadership and mentorship to countless firefighters. His extensive experience and deep knowledge have been instrumental in ensuring the safety and well-being of Paola's community. His enduring dedication and passion for service exemplifies the true spirit of a firefighter, making him a revered figure and inspiring role model for future generations. As we honor Dennis for his half-century of service, we extend our heartfelt gratitude and admiration for his relentless pursuit of excellence and unwavering dedication to protecting and serving.
I'd like to thank everyone that helped me through the 50 years. Paola has a good fire department, one of the best for its size. And you're getting a lot of youngsters. And just hit me that I'm getting too old. Tell everybody that Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
We would not have a quality of fire department without people like you, Dennis. So thank you for all you've done for the city and for the fire department. The officers might have your same last name, so I can run their names. Thanks for doing this, Vicky.
My pleasure.
You don't have to say you.
Good one. Thank you, everyone.
Exciting stuff. Good.
Oh, you have to do one job.
Well, let's see, multi-generation. More than one family, that's a multi-generation.
Absolutely.
All right.
Nice.
Good job on your first service awards. Yeah.
It's been a while since I've been in here. You did. For the key. We missed you.
Pretty notorious for this meeting.
Bye, Miss Betty.
All right. Next, we have the consent agenda. I just have one minor thing on the minutes from last month. Agenda item 5. The sentences under agenda item 6, I think actually go with agenda item 5. I think it was probably just swapped around. The miscellaneous matters from the council.
Oh, yeah.
Are under
Yeah.
number 6. You just have to add 5, and I didn't have anything in the meeting. I went back and was like, I don't remember, so I watched
Yep.
the video.
Thank you.
I had nothing on there, so. Anybody else have any questions or anything on the consent agenda items? If not, is there a motion?
I move to approve the consent agenda as presented and authorize the mayor to sign.
McMahon,
Aye.
Hayes.
Aye.
Shields.
Aye.
Motion passed. Thank you. Next, we have comments from the public. Either of you have anything not on the agenda? Okay. New business. Most of this we touched on at work study. First, we have Jefferson Highway sign number 2.
Yes, ma'am. So, yes, we touched on this. Miss Ruby Brewer, she's a Paola student. Last April, she worked on getting a sign for the Jefferson Highway March in front of the middle school that we worked in conjunction with, and we got that accomplished. And she's requesting for some more signs we put up in Paola. At the work session, we discussed the possible location of the 500 block of South Silver in front of Evergy to put one that's exactly like the one in front of the middle school. I emailed her and her dad, and I know they proposed some with a lot more language on it, but I said, considering this is gonna be on the side of the road, it's probably more appropriate. So they were all good with it. So we're gonna go with ones exactly like in front of the middle school to keep it. So we'll have one at the north and one at the south of town. So,
Well, one good thing about it being the same is you'll be able to identify it quicker.
absolutely, yes, so that's what we are proposing.
Anybody have any other questions on this?
Did she talk to Jackson Hotel at all?
Yes, she talked to the renters at the Jackson Hotel, and they said they need to talk to the owners. They're working on that, but I do believe she talked to the museum, and they are gonna be looking at putting one in their window.
Okay.
So there'll be one on the downtown area.
And the one at the middle school, doesn't it have something Paola Middle School on it, or is it
I don't think so. I think it just says Jefferson Highway.
Perfect. Okay, good. Okay. Any other questions? If not, can I get a motion?
I move to approve Jefferson Highway sign to be placed on the west side, 500 block of South Silver.
Second that motion, Mayor.
McMahon,
Aye.
Hayes.
Aye.
Shields.
Aye.
Motion passed. That's been a neat project. It's one of those things I didn't know anything about until she came.
Yep.
All right, 2024 standard traffic ordinance number 3222.
The city has adopted the standard traffic ordinance since 1993. The proposed ordinance addresses the omissions and amendments that we have adopted annually. The league provided the guidance that we follow on incorporating the STO into the municipal code. And Chief Corbin has reviewed the changes and agrees with what we have presented.
Any questions on this? If not, is there a motion?
Mayor, Ms. Mayor, I'll make a motion to adopt the 2024 standard traffic ordinance. Ordinance with ordinance number 3222.
Is there a second?
A second.
McMahon,
Aye.
Hayes.
Aye.
Shields.
Aye.
Motion passed. Right, the 2024 Uniform Public Defense Code ordinance number 3223.
Yeah, so this is basically all the words I just said, except we've adopted this since 2004.
Okay, any questions on this one? These are often things that they just deal with in county court instead of city court. If there are no questions, is there a motion?
To adopt ordinance number 3223, incorporating by reference the 40th edition of the UPOC with certain omissions and amendments.
Second the motion.
McMahon,
Aye.
Hayes.
Aye.
Shields.
Aye.
Right, motion passed. Thank you. Next, the Lake Miola Dam Rehab Notice of Award. Would you like to take it? You want me to?
Oh, go for it.
Now, this is, we talked about this in one study too, but so we need to issue a notice of award for Kellogg Construction in the amount of $2,176,019.29.
It's one of those things that has to be done. I don't really want to spend it, but I'm glad we have it. And thank you again for the. That's a huge chunk of this.
Yes.
Any other questions on that?
Now, just a couple of comments, Mayor. A lot of good things have happened on this. We first were gonna go out, then we found out that there was a grant opportunity. City staff went after the grant opportunity and got $500,000, and that's $500,000 less that the citizens of this city has to pay for. So I think Kurt, you were doing it, and Randy, you guys did it. So very, very, very much appreciated on that. Number two is this council, I believe, and then also the city manager wants to pay cash for about everything. And we were able to come in and not borrow any on this, a city of our size, even with $500,000 off, not borrowing no money and using cash for it, saves dividends. And again, it saves interest. And again, it's to the benefit of the citizens of the city of Paola. And one more thing is there seems to be, when people think that we go in and we approve stuff, and we do it has the city council. But I think sometimes people got to realize is that when you get a sales tax, and I believe several years ago, the sales tax went out and it had doing parks and doing the pool and then doing some street work, passed it up maybe 3 years ago, 4 years ago. We've been collecting for that. The role of the city council becomes, are we stewards of money? We really don't have no choice. I know we're not gonna spend it or we're not gonna do this. And I truly believe after seeing the projects that we've done, that the city council has been good stewards of the money. So a lot of people think, oh, by the way, you guys just know we did not have that money laying around. It took a lot of work and it took a lot of that. So, with that, this is a very good project and it's much needed out there. I got to thinking the other day, if you're gonna do away with all that stuff out there, you'd spend probably 4 times this amount just to go back to what was before 1954. So, but like I said, this all comes out of quarter cent sales tax, which was approved by the voters. Good stewardship of the money in my opinion. And with that, I will read it correctly here. I'll make a motion to award the contract to Kilo Construction Inc. in the amount of $2,176,019.25 for the Lake Myola Dam Rehab Project and authorize the necessary signatures. Ms. Mayor.
Second motion.
McMahon,
Aye.
Hayes, Shields,
Aye.
Motion passed. Thank you. I believe if I remember correctly, it was all of 2019 when that was,
Yes, 2019 sales tax.
and it was much appreciated because we would have to do this work either way. So I'm glad that money's there. All right, new retail liquor license from JPS Brothers LLC.
Yes, so Third Base Liquor at 701 South Silver is under contract for purchase. And the new owner intends to continue to run a liquor store at that location. So although there's no change of use, the liquor license is not transferred. So he is asking for a new license. I've spoken with the new owner and told him the process. The city council can approve his license contingent on receiving the fire safety inspection once he has full possession of the building and receiving the state license. So I have received his application and fee, just waiting on possession and the state license.
Any questions or comments on this?
Do you know when he takes possession?
He didn't give me an idea.
I would say probably he's gonna be spending money to
Yeah.
get
Be
stuff.
doing one project.
Yeah.
Try to work too hard.
Yeah. Any other questions or comments? If not, is there a motion?
I move to approve the retail liquor license for JPS Brothers LLC, 701 South Silver, contingent on receipt of the state license and passing a safety inspection.
Second her motion.
McMahon,
Aye.
Hayes, Shields,
Aye.
Motion passed. Thank you. New CMB license for Sonora Taco.
Yeah, so Juan Fuentes, who is part owner of Sonora Taco, has submitted the application for the CMB license. I have everything that I need to move forward with that license. They are going to start with the CMB license while they are working on their state drinking establishment license. So that has been pushed to September for approval, once I have all of that stuff too. But for now, we're just working on approving the CMB license.
Any questions or comments on this one? If not, is there a motion?
I move to approve the cereal beverage license for Sonora Tacos LLC, 1011 Baptist Drive.
I'll second it.
McMahon,
Aye.
Hayes, Shields,
Aye.
Motion passed. Thank you. All right, community center fee schedule.
So, Mr. Brooks Dameron started at the community center in March of 2024. At that time, when he took over, some of the rental fees had been negotiated with the previous director, and it was difficult to be fair with new renters. So he worked with his board and they came up with a new proposed fee schedule. They added a not-for-profit discount fee. They merged the kitchen fee with the basement room rentals. And he also has the ability to consider a partial day rental for people that are using it for less than a day. That was an option before. So I think it's a very fair fee schedule they came up with.
Make it a lot easier.
Yeah, so in the future, we can just approve the schedule. Yeah.
Any questions or comments on this?
I have a question. there any way we can get this information like on this website? Does he publish these?
Yes, we can certainly.
Okay. Because it's raised so much awareness and then people will understand, something. It'd be great.
Any other questions or comments? If not, is there a motion?
I move to approve the Paola Community Center fee schedule.
Second that motion.
McMahon,
Aye.
Hayes.
Aye.
Shields.
Aye.
Motion passed. Thank you. Memorandum of Understanding with Paola Country Club.
Yes, ma'am. So as discussed at work study, there is a current memorandum of understanding that was dated in September of 2007 that we are currently working with them. In that memorandum, it has their raw water purchase set to be varied upon our treated water rates, which is not very fair. So we decided that, well, staff is recommending to set their rate at the current rate it is currently at, which is 59 cents per 1,000 gallons. At this rate, we are making enough to cover the electricity that runs the pump shed that only they utilize because they're only wholesale customer for raw water. And then whatever's left over, we transfer into our water CIP. So we are making plenty to cover the expenses that we currently have. Also, in lieu of a transportation fee, which was in the original agreement, the Paola Country Club would like to, for us to purchase equipment to have a remote system put in on the pumps so they can do the transfer of the water from the lake to their pond remotely, and that will free up staff time as well. We are buying it and they're gonna reimburse us 100% of that total fee. If any maintenance issues come up, that will be from the water CIP that we take from their fee that they recharge them and transfer into there to cover all those expenses. So, those are the only two major changes in the proposed, memorandum of understanding. I am just requesting that you grant me authorization to execute it, so that way, I can do it in the office and it just goes a little quicker that way, so.
So will this rate fluctuate if our other rates fluctuate, or does it stay until we do something with it?
Yep, it'll stay until we decide to change it.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to authorize city manager Shannon to execute the MOU between the city of Paola and the Paola Country.
I'll second his motion.
McMahon,
Aye.
Hayes.
Aye.
Shields.
Aye.
Motion passed. Memorandum of Understanding with Paola Recreation Commission.
Yes, so as we're all aware, the Paola Recreation Commission's office is currently at the second floor of City Hall, which has been great, but staff and city council, we had a session and we decided that the Wallace Park House would be a great headquarters for it. So we are moving forward with that. And so in order to do that, we're doing a memorandum of understanding between the PRC and us. Staff is proposing that the memorandum of understanding, we will not charge them rent, but they will have all utilities paid in their name. I will tell you, with just doing that, we will come out ahead of what we were already charging previous tenants, so it'll be a wash. In the outline memorandum of understanding, the city is obligated to maintain the electrical, plumbing, sanitary, heating, ventilation, and air conditioning appliances, which I believe are all very standard within being a tenant. We want to make sure it's habitable and safe. So other than that, any other repairs or cosmetic issues will be dealt with from the rec and fully funded by them. So I believe those are all of the hot points in that.
Ms. Shannon, I probably missed it right here, but when it gets to the utilities, is it city cost or is it the
Nope, rec.
recs?
Yep, all utilities be under the rec.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, the good thing about the things that we are gonna be responsible for maintaining is we'll be sure the code and date and.
Yes. Which we are already in the process of doing.
Any other questions or comments?
I think it's a much better use of the city-owned facility.
Mhm.
And with that, I'll make a motion to authorize city manager Shannon to execute MOU between the city of Paola and the Paola Recreation Commission.
I'll second that.
McMahon.
Aye.
Case. Shield.
Aye.
Motion passed. There really couldn't have been a better spot for them to headquarter.
Yeah,
It's pretty well ideal, so.
they're excited.
All right, Wallace Park Athletic Facility Guidelines, ordinance number 3224, and I think this was mainly just clarity on something, right?
Yes. The Wesley Joy, the rec director, requested that we just change some terminology right now. The differential between in-town and out-of-town teams, you like it to be PRC, so rec teams and non-rec teams. That'll just, makes this line a little more black and white for when people come to try to get cheaper ball. This is really what it is, so that's the only change.
I'll make it a lot easier.
Yes.
Any questions or comments on that one? If not, is there a motion?
I move to adopt ordinance number 3224, amending the Wallace Park Athletic Facility Guidelines.
McMahon.
Aye.
Case.
Aye.
Shield.
Aye.
All right. Next, the USD 368 flag project acknowledgement.
We receive occasion. No motion?
There's no
It's on the
motion.
back. On the back.
Yeah, that's right.
It's like, never mind. I know it's not.
No, but there's no motion. She acknowledged.
They're more informative.
Yes, yes. So. No. So as discussed at the work study, we had a teacher, will you please, say his last name for me? Thank you. Reach out to Mayor House to discuss a class project, and they wanted to design a flag for the city of Paola. And, they thought they would get more, group buy-in from the students if they would present it to the council. So, they had their class design, flags based on the 5 principles of flag design, which includes the uses of meaningful symbolism, to be distinctive, use 2 to 3 basic colors, no lettering or seals, and to keep the design simple so it can be recognized from a distance. Staff members voted on the top 3 designs, and those have been shown to you, and they're also in your packet. I do not have the students' names, but as soon as I get them, I will formulate the letter for everyone to sign, because I would like to acknowledge them and send them letters of recognition for their hard work.
I think it's good. Because you can tell they did a lot of research. And worked hard on it.
Yes, they did.
Any comments on that? All right. Next, the confirmation, notification of.
Yeah, this is an annual filing. This is the electronic municipal market access system. The city formally adopted that city's continuing disclosure policy in 2014 to provide the framework for compliance with the Securities Exchange Commission. That basically gives us transparency on the bond market. So if we were to default on anything, we would have to submit that immediately. We do submit our audit and our financials. The city council, I'm required to notify them within 5 days of the filing, which was done on August 9th. So the memo served that purpose. And we just have to acknowledge that it has been done. And if anybody understands any of this. Yeah, we also do this for the PUA too.
Checks and balances. pretty
Yeah,
much.
very
It is.
transparent.
Yep. Anybody have any questions or comments on that?
No.
We are thankful for our council.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Okay, do you have a motion on that one?
I'll give it a. Actually, I did some of this. Motion to acknowledge that in compliance with section 2, subsection 2, the continuing disclosure policy for the city of Paola. The city clerk did provide the governing body confirmation that the 2023 audit report in the 2023 operating data for the city of Paola electronically filed on the electronic municipal market access, EMMA, system on August 9, 2024.
Good job, June.
McMahon,
Aye.
Page.
Aye.
Shields.
Aye.
Motion passed.
I don't know how to make that any shorter.
Covered all of it.
All right, staff reports. Jessica?
We are currently in the works of hiring a new library director. I will meet with the children applicant tomorrow. So hopefully next council meeting, we can introduce.
We're getting ready for the Roots Festival, which is coming up here short, very quickly at the end of the month, so looking forward to that.
I do that.
Are you asking for more money?
No,
No.
sure Randy's probably told you guys a little bit about the trouble we're having with the. And now in Bocan now, we've been finding a lot of places where they're not clear. Given the distance we need, right now I've got them shut down to get some of this stuff fixed, but it's, every day we're just finding more and more problems, so. I guess just to give you guys a heads up, if people start calling one of them why they're not working, it's because.
Okay. Did that have anything to do with the water issue on? That was totally unrelated.
Everybody's the no. That's just supposing.
Yeah.
We've had a service line that broke today, it wasn't because of them, but we got to the main to shut it off. It's right on top of the main box sitting right there, we couldn't dig up our main.
Oh, my God.
They've been told to keep 3-foot separation and stuff. We're just finding stuff all over it. You know, I can't watch them all the time, I'm having to try to watch them more. It's just.
Are all three of them working now at the same time?
Trying to, not right now.
What knows?
Two of them shut down, the other one hasn't made the check yet. But I can just see it's gonna be a problem soon as they get that. But, you know,
Which one hasn't got to town yet?
okay. But they, each other, you know, different places and
Yeah.
stuff, you guys are all just, they're blind born, they're just all right. It's just. it's-
It's frustrating.
I don't want, I want them to get down and out of here too, but
They need to do it right.
that's all.
All right, Mitch.
Got 268 permits so far. A new home in Heatherwood being built. One in an infill lot that's in review, should be ready for permit soon. That same builder, several lots in Heatherwood, so continue building out a lot of those. Next plan commission meeting, we have the condo plat for the JD apartments. They're just taking all the apartments and separating them to be sold out to the renters if they want to give them some. It's a pretty straightforward plat, something new for us. And then we have my father's house tiny home preliminary site plan for phase 1, which will be the circle and I think house. So that'll be here next month. The house on North Pearl, dangerous structure. He did get a building permit for it and all his engineer drawings. He'll be getting it made safe and he's been doing some work to get it cleaned up and everything. One at 610 East Cascade, the barn. They've been working on cleaning everything out of it. Making progress slow, but sure.
At least they're working on it.
Yep, and the museum ramps that they put in there, right now they're working on the grid. They look pretty good. All I got.
Randy?
I don't have anything, right now. Well, you'll hear from me Friday.
Hopefully we'll see you here next month still.
Yeah, I hope so, yeah. Actually, no, I don't. Tomorrow.
Let's get through the September meeting.
Okay. I'll try.
Okay, so as you know, the city of Paola is seeking an eligible resident to fill our vacant Ward 3 seat. Kathy resigned her position, so any qualified elector of Ward 3 can submit in writing a letter of interest. I've requested those be submitted by 4 o'clock on September 4th, so they can be submitted with the council packets for the meeting. And then they are asked to come to the meeting on September 10th, but take their oath if they are chosen and take their seat at that meeting.
Have you had any applicants?
No.
Well, it's all.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. JR, do you have anything?
Yeah, just something real quick. I was, back in May, I attended training with the Kansas League of Municipalities. Then Thursday, Councilman Shields and I attended, Mid-America Regional Council stuff. And, I purposely didn't say anything about the league training until after this training that was Councilman Shields and I attended. There's some good stuff. There's some stuff I didn't think was so good. So with your permission, Councilman Shields, I'll put together something to bring up and surmise to the council and to city staff. I think there's some stuff that we can do things to improve a little bit. And I think also there's a couple things there that City Manager Shannon sent over to me and they take a look at it. It's just more, it's just things to a little bit more on the organizational side of it. Put it up and see if the council and city staff think it's something that warrants that we may want to do in the future. But I would be remiss if I did not at least bring it up for the council and for city staff to do that. Probably think of the next meeting. Like I said, it's just 3 pages. I know I had 133 pages, only took 3 out, but anyway, those ones up.
I did take the newspaper article that you brought to me, Leanne, about the sister city.
Oh, yeah?
I took that to Mr. Doolittle and I've been pushed pretty hard to corroborate him with a language arts teacher. I just feel like it'd be an amazing project for our students to work on together. Email, I know it's not handwriting letters anymore and putting them in the mailbox, but they could, social studies, do some history, send them some history about Paola. We could receive history about their city. So, I mean, school hasn't started yet, but I will be off those. Appreciate that. We had an incident down the street from us, well, and across the street too, but down the street from us with fire involved. I mean, I looked out my window one afternoon and it was just a sea of red. And I was getting ready to leave. I had an obligation. I had to leave my home and I can't tell you all how safe I felt with those gentlemen protecting our community. And it wasn't anything, I did speak with John Kennedy as I was leaving. Said, please go in my house if you need to smell for gas, because no one's gonna be home. And, he told me everything to do, made me feel very comfortable. So I so much appreciate them and our police staff, obviously keeping my community safe. Because it matters. I just appreciate y'all.
Leanne? JR and I had it was very interesting and there was a lot of feedback from all the people there. So we did learn quite a bit. And I've had quite a few phone calls from the North School, the weeds at the playground area. I drove by there and they mowed the whole North School. It looks nice, but they left the playground area is just a mess of weeds and I mean, it's really, really bad. And the neighbors are all pretty angry.
Gotcha.
So anyway, I don't know. Somebody needs to take care of it. The owner, I mean, they should cut weeds in the playground area when they mow the rest.
Yeah, I'll look into it.
Randy.
I'm just gonna say that we're not in the business of maintaining the playground. We will maintain what's around the playground, but we're not gonna cut the playground.
But you then, don't you bill the owner for the?
It's not worth it for that. I'm not gonna, it's not worth Mitch's staff time to go and cut the weeds around the playground. It's a private playground, it's not supposed to be utilized by the public, I'm not gonna,
I thought whenever there was weeds like that, it was mowed and then billed against their property taxes.
So when I go and mow a nuisance lawn, I don't weed eat, I don't trim and make it look all manicured. I do a rough mowing, of what I can get, but I use the public works lawn mowers, which are 60+ inch decks.
But we could hire somebody and then bill it against their property taxes.
I.
Well, and then if you start there.
I'd have to do it for every, yeah.
Well, yeah, but
I have to do that for every nuisance lawn we mow. and-
now this is pretty bad. Okay.
All right, anything else, Leanne?
No.
Um, just tomorrow's the first day of school, which is really exciting for your. So.
Notice I didn't say we were looking forward.
Patience is a virtue and just give it a week and then it calms down. I'm well experienced. It'll be fine. Been in the school line for 20 years, so it'll be fine. Anyway, you guys always do a great job, especially that first few days. People don't know what they're doing. They're not in the routine yet, so. I'm sure it will also help you in some ways because I know there's some extra activity with the PD when kids don't have anything to do. And the pool. too. So, all right, I think that's all I have. We have a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn, Mayor.
Second.
McMahon,
Aye.
Case, Shields.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.